everybody! Hello, Vindular. Hello, Olga! Welcome back to Chaos Child. Last time we spent almost half the stream fast forwarding through shit that we've already seen, but we finally managed to get to the Hinae Route. And basically, it's super simple to get the good ending. Hello, Liz. Welcome to the stream. We just have to get all the positive delusions, and it'll be the good ending. And the bad one is just a truncated version of the good, so there's no need to see it. And basically what happened to differentiate this from the normal route is that when they were confronted with Hidoriko, aka fake Senri, Takuru ran away alongside Hinae. And they went to his base and they had a funny conversation. Thankfully, Takuru had enough common sense not to follow the horrible advice of Cool Cat Press. Hello, Void Traveler. Welcome to the stream. that was a very funny recap, Void. It was very funny.
であるからしてこの場合は天日よ
And basically, we'll see how things differentiate with Takuru getting to know Hinae a bit better.
So in this case, point P. Arimura and I had decided that it would be better not to use my power for a while. No matter what that woman was after, it was very likely that it had something to do with our powers. Which meant that I should avoid doing anything that would attract attention. And everybody knows that when you have a trump card like this, it's best to master it in secret and play it at the right moment. I've definitely seen enough shonen anime to know this.
これをこの式に代入すると
So if you plug this into the formula, negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. I see.
Hello, Moncat. Welcome to the stream.
Anyway, why was math always such a pain?
Come on, Taku. Math is one of my favorite subjects in school.
I wanted information, not formulas. Numbers and formulas were just ideas, and didn't provide any benefit at all.
We're back to the old funny Taku.
And didn't provide any benefit at all as information.
こういう時は
Times like this.
Yes, there is a Twitch. Yep. It's a true LH Collider. Yeah, Moncat, if you want to see it. It's a simul stream to YouTube and Twitch. We are in the future.
At times like this, this calls for a delusion. I took nope.
Wow! He's going online during school. My God. That I was in a generation before the generation before that was a thing that could actually be done. So I couldn't even imagine the guts it would take to do that. My God.
I took out my Pokecom and hid it under my desk, then loaded Shibuya News. What?
おどうした宮代
What's wrong, Miyashiro?
いや、なんでも。
Oh, no, it's nothing. Nothing at all.
そうかじゃあ次の問題
I knew it!
I see. Solve this next problem then. Crap, that was a mistake.
Why does it feel like I'm playing Persona 3 all of a sudden?
But this is big news!
おい、大変だ。ニュースだ、ニュース。
Hey, big news! Big news! Big news! Hello, Bleed. Welcome to the stream.
I heard the door to the club room fly open and Ito ran inside.
なんだよ大声で。
What is it? Why are you yelling?
何落ち着いてんだ宮代。ニュースなんだよ。それも大ニュース。
Why are you so calm, Yashiro? News! And big news too!
いいかよく聞け。なんと例の事件。ニュージェネの再来と呼ばれる一連の事件。あの事件の。
Okay, so that we're at this part of the story.
Listen carefully. The person behind the new gen madness has been...
犯人が捕まったんだろ。
They were arrested, right?
そうなんだよ。
That's right! Huh?
なんだお前知ってたのか
What? You already knew. Oh, man.
当たり前だろ。僕を誰だと思ってるんだ。これでも伊達に学園一の状況を自負してるわけじゃない。
Oh my
お前が
god.
持ってくる情報くらいとっくの昔に知ってるよ。
Oh my god. It's so much whiplash going back to this Taku. Oh my god. And like this Taku is cute in his own way too because oh yeah, I know that Nagito. Now I have a let's play of Fata Morgana from ages ago. Few things are as dark as Fata Morgana. And, oh my god, seriously, like this Taku is just fucking hilarious. Even though he can be a jerk sometimes, and like like the fact that he's so confident in his just like in his boorishness is kind of endearing.
Of course I did. Who the hell do you think I am? I call myself the biggest right-sider in the school for a reason. Everything you learn, I learned a long time ago. I am literally 4 parallel universes ahead of you.
それじゃあ捕まったやつの情報も
Then what about the information on the girl that they caught?
ハイダリコ18歳無職。
Oh wow.
渋谷で多発した放火騒動の中、街中を歩いているところ警官によって確保。だろ。
So we're just skipping the whole fake Senri arc. Okay, yeah, this is yeah, speeding up the story, I see. I played the prequel. I still haven't played the sequel one, Nagito, and I really should do that someday.
Hiderico, age 18, unemployed, was arrested by a police officer last night on suspicion of being behind several arson cases in Shibuya. Right?
なんだ知ってたのかよつまんねえの今度こそ俺の方が早いと思ったのによ
So you did already know, huh?
That sucks. I was sure I'd beat you to the punch this time. To tell the truth, I just found out about it in math class. That was a close one. But that's how information works. Knowing things first puts you in an advantage. That said, I was overjoyed to know that the woman who'd attacked me had been arrested. Now I wouldn't have to be afraid of being attacked again.
でもうち的には捕まってよかったのかな
But is that really good for the newspaper club that they were caught? I mean, now you won't be able to solve the mystery.
なんだよ尾上それどういうことだよ
What do you mean, Onoe?
だってさ事件がもっと大きくなってればもっとでっかいスクープをゲットできるチャンスもあったかもしれないでしょ
Because if the case got even bigger, that means we could have gotten an even bigger scoop, right?
確かにそうだな そういう意味では惜しかったとも言えるか。
Ah, that is right. I guess in that sense it is bad news.
タク的にはどう？もっと事件を追いたかった？
And the thing is, it's like Taku at this point is kind of in agreement because he hasn't fully grasped like his own. He hasn't overcome his flaws yet at this point in the story. What do you think, Taku? Did you just want to keep chasing the case?
I wasn't sure. It was true that the bigger this got, the more people would be paying attention.
いや、よかったんじゃないか。
No, I think it's for the best.
なんだ、お前にしては随分消極的な意見だな。もっと起きてくれってんじゃないかと思ったが。
Huh? I didn't expect you to be so passive. I figured you want more stuff to happen.
なんだよ。それじゃまるで僕が凶悪事件を望んでいるみたいじゃないか。
Well, the casual outfits are amazing in this game. I like Serica's casual outfit is to die for. It is so cute.
You're making it sound like I want people to die.
いいか、言っておくが、僕はサイコパスじゃない。別に事件が起きることを望んでいるわけではなく、起きてしまった事件の真相の究明こそを望んでいるんだ。
Listen up, just so we're clear, we need to really be all on the same page about this. For some reason, I'm not a psychopath. I don't want people to get murdered. I only wanted to know the truth about the murders that have already happened. Honestly, I was a little disappointed that the case had ended this way. Damn it. Oh, if only I had someone helping me behind the scenes. But half of me felt relieved, too.
That's true. He started to. Yeah, that's true, Liz. He started to overcome it. Yeah.
Anyone who'd been the target of a murder attempt could understand.
Like now that he was targeted for the first time, he's kind of getting some kind of empathy here.
How terrifying it was for me to have that woman with those strange powers try to kill me. There were ways to deal with the physical attack, but her power violated all the laws of physics. It was a miracle I've gotten away from her alive at all. So I was honestly glad that woman hider had been caught.
まあ、あの女が警察に捕まってしまったことで、全てが警察の手に委ねられてしまうというのは、甚だ不本意ではあるが。
Well, I am a little disappointed. Now that the police have her, they'll be taking everything over.
尾上の言うように、もうちょっと事件が長引いていれば、世間の注目も集まっただろうし、そこでビシッと僕が事件を解決していたなら、それはそれでこの新聞部も有名になったんだろうけれど。
Well, just like Onoe said, if things had dragged on a little longer, even more people would have been paying attention to the case. And if I'd been the one to solve it, the newspaper club would have become famous. No.
Well, say no more, Taku.
Huh? What do you mean?
Nothing, nothing.
それも今更言ったって仕方がないことだろう。
But there's no point in complaining about that now.
待てよ。これってさ、俺たちが追ってた事件は全て終焉を迎えたってことか？
Huh? Wait, does this mean the case we've been pursuing is all over?
それは。
Well, before I could give my opinion, the door opened.
ジョース、ひなえちゃんの登場ですよ。
Ciao, everybody! Hinae-chan's here! Have you all forgotten this is my fucking route?
有村、何しに来たんだよ。
Arimura, what are you doing here?
As I said, this is my route. Obviously, I'll be here.
あー、冷たい。共に生死を分ける戦いをくぐり抜けた仲なのに。
Can you be so cruel? We went through the fight of our lives together.
ああ、そういや宮代が襲われた時有村も一緒だったんだっけか？
Oh, right.
Oh, that was Ito.
Oh, right. When Miyashiro was attacked, you were there too, weren't you?
そうっすよ。こう暗いお姉さんが現れたと思ったらドカーンボワーボーンってそりゃもう大変だったんですから。
That's right. The scary lady showed up and then everything went boom! It was really nuts.
She was waving her hands in an exaggerated manner as she spoke, but it was impossible to figure out what she was trying to say.
ほう、なるほどなるほど。ここが新聞部ですか。
I see, I see. So this is the newspaper club. Oh wow, she hadn't even joined by this point, I forgot.
そういえばひなちゃんってここ来るの初めてだっけ？
Hey, it's actually your first time here, isn't it, Hina-chan?
あの日、ほら文化祭の日に来てるけど、あの時はじっくり見たりいじったりできる感じじゃなかったじゃん？
Nope. I was here once before. You know, on the day of the culture festival. But it didn't feel like the right time to really poke around.
Arimura walked around the room, staring at everything, and stopped in front of the bulletin board on the wall.
あ、これかっこいい。海外ドラマみたい。
Oh, this is so cool! It's like a detective show! Or that one meme.
だろ？一応事件のことについてはそれで全部考察を。
Right, it's got all our observations on the case.
ねえねえセリ、これは何？
Hey, Siri, what's this? Who's the Charlie Day here who's doing it? Oh, that'd be Taku!
それはね。
Huh? Oh, that's...
She wasn't listening at all.
なあ宮代、さっきの話だけどさ。
So, Miyashiro, about what we were talking about before.
ああ、さっきの。悪い。何の話だっけ？
Oh, yes, before? What was it?
だから事件はこれで終わりかってこと。
About whether the case was over.
ああ、そうか。それについては僕も考えてみたんだ。
Oh, hello, Diggs. Welcome to the stream on Twitch.
Oh, right, I wasn't thinking about that.
何の話っす？
What? What you talking about?
Until a moment ago, she was enjoying a conversation with Serika, but now Arimura happily butted into ours.
だから今回の一連の事件についての話だよ。ほら、僕たちを襲った女が捕まっただろ。だから。
We were talking about the case. You heard that the woman who attacked us got arrested, right? So...
え？捕まったんですか？あの怖い女の人？
Huh? That scary woman was arrested!
なんだよ、知らなかったのか？
What? You didn't know? She had friends in a lot of places and seemed like she'd be really quick to pick up on new information. So I was surprised to see that she was actually a wrong-sider.
なんだよもう。警察も捕まったなら捕まったって教えてくれればいいのに。
Jeez! If the cops caught her, they should have told us!
まったくだな。こっちは危うく丸焦げになるところだったんだから。
You're right. We almost got burned to a crisp.
ですよね。利用するときだけ利用して、これだから市民の信用をなくしちゃうんですよ。
I know, right? And after all I made us do for them. So nobody trusts these cops these days.
まあ警察への文句は置いといてだ。その宮代の考えってのは？
You can complain about the police some other time. Miyashiro, what are you thinking?
ああ、そうだった。いいか？これまでの事件とこれからのことを総合して考えるとだ。
Ah, right. Listen. If you look back on all the murders that have happened so far, first there were the murders, and then there were the fires as well. I decided to think about the relationship between the two of them. The first thing I had to do was go over all the cases that have happened so far. Oh boy. All the cases that have happened so far form what people were now calling the return of the new generation madness. The first murder was...
Oh, good, it's doing it for us. I wish it kind of could have been replaced with this when we were redoing everything.
Don't look, the death of Utani, the Nikunia live streamer. And the second, audio bleed,
That is a hard name to say.
Takiyanagi Momone, the anime song singer. And the third was, that's right, Revolving Dead. That's where Arimura's acquaintance, Kakita, had been killed. I remember that one clearly as well. I'd been there after all. And the next one, the fourth murder, was another one I'd never forget. Morbidly obese, where Watabe, the internet reporter, had died at the school culture festival. Those were the 4 murders that have happened so far. The problem was what came next. The fires. The fires that happened. Near the Don't Look incident in Jinan, near the audio bleed incident in Shinsen, near the Revolving Dead incident around the Love Hotel, near the Sumobly Obese incident, in other words, near Hekiho Academy. That's right. The fires were happening regularly near the site of the return of the New Gen Madness.
以上のことからわかるのは、一連の事件と連続放火事件が非常に近いところで起こっているということだ。
So we know that the fires are taking place near the sites of the murders. It would be strange to think that they weren't connected somehow. I concluded that the fires were all set by Hidoriko, the pyrokinetic gigalomaniac.
でもそれじゃあ手口が違うのはなんでだ？これまでの事件とは明らかにやり口が違うだろう。
But then, why are the methods used so different? The murders didn't involve arson.
それは
That's because... Why?
そう、これまでの放火事件はあくまでも練習だったんだよ。練習したけどうまくいかなかった。だからこれまでは違う方法を選んでいた。
I know. The arson incidents were just practice. She practiced it, but it didn't go well, so she chose a different method.
なんだよ。納得できてないって顔だな。意見があるなら言えばいいだろう。
What? You don't look satisfied. If you got an opinion, then say it.
意見っていうかさ。
I don't know if it counts as an opinion, but,
じゃあ、あの施設はどうなるんです？
Then what about that lab?
Paranmura seemed annoyed at Ito's inability to finish his sentence and interrupted with a doubt of her own.
施設ってあの病院の地下にあった施設のことか。
That lab? You mean the one in the basement?
そうです。あそこで行われてた研究。あれは事件と関係なかったって宮代先輩は思うんですか？
That's right. Do you think the research they did there has nothing to do with the case?
それは
Well... It probably did. But the experiments that were performed down there ended with the earthquake. So it'd be strange for her to just suddenly start killing people now. When I told Arimura that, she still didn't look satisfied.
柿田さんのことはご存知ですよね。
You know about Kakita-san, right?
あの回転デッドの被害者だよな。確か。
The victim of Revolving Dead, right? I think.
はい。あの人が私の兄の友人だったって話はしましたよね。
Yeah. I told you he was a friend of my brother's, right?
I remembered that she had.
今だから正直に言いますけど、彼は私たちのような能力者について調べていたんです。そしてその後ろには何か巨大な組織が関わっているかもしれないって。
Ooh, are we gonna learn more about the Council of 300? Huh. Let's see. I can tell you the truth about this now. He was investigating psychics like us, and he said there might be some huge organization behind all this.
巨大な組織な。まるで陰謀論だな。で、その組織ってのは？
A huge organization, huh? Sounds like a conspiracy theory to me. What was its name?
それを事件のあったあの日に教えてくれる予定でした。ですが、
He was supposed to tell me on the day of the incident, but
He died. No, he was murdered.
じゃあ有村は犯人はあのハイダリコって女じゃないって言いたいのか？
Then you're trying to say the killer wasn't Hiderico?
そういうわけじゃないですよ。私には難しいことわかんないし、ただ仮にあの人が犯人だとしても裏にはまだ何かあるんじゃないかって、そんな風に思うだけです。
that's not it. I'm not smart enough to figure that out anyway. But even if she was the killer, I think there might be someone else behind her.
伊藤はどう思う？
What do you think, Ito?
まあ確かに組織とか機関とかってのは魅力的な言葉ではあるが、あんまリアリティはねえよな。
I always did love conspiracy theories, but it just doesn't seem very realistic.
結局どっちにしても今の状況じゃ判断材料が少なすぎるっつうかさ。
At this point, he's already brainwashed, I think. Based on what we had with the bad ending. Like Sakuma got to him really early.
Either way, there's not enough information to make that call right now.
尾上は？
What about you, Onoe?
私？
Me?
私はそうだな。タクはどう思う？
What do you think, Taku?
質問に質問で返すなよ。
Don't answer a question with a question.
そうだけどさ、私にはわかんないんだもん。
Sure, but I really don't know.
If you don't know, at least try to think about it, okay?
しょうがないな。じゃあ僕の意見を言うが、僕はこれ以上襲われるのはごめんだ。だからあの女が犯人だったらいいなって思う。
Yeah, the way she was able to just deflect that, she is a true master of just playing dumb, seriously, and saying it without technically telling a lie, because the way Hinae's power works is very specific in that she can tell when her ability is to tell when people are lying, not when they're telling the truth, which would, yeah, if they're saying literally anything else except a direct untruth, then it doesn't work. So it's she figured out a way around it really quickly.
Oh, fine, I'll tell you my own opinion. I don't want to get attacked again. So I hope she is the killer. To be honest, I still thought it was a miracle I'd made it out of that alive. If she'd attacked me when I was asleep, I wouldn't have lasted a minute.
あとは警察の取り調べ次第だろうな。
Now we just wait to see what the police say.
あの女が犯人にしても違うにしても、念のためこれからしばらくの間は気をつけた方がいい。
Whether she was the killer or not, it would be a good idea to be careful for a while now.
私もそう思います。お昼も話をしましたけど、特に能力者である私と宮代先輩は用心した方がいいでしょうね。
I think so too. We talked about this at lunch, but I think that both you and I need to be extra careful because of our powers.
I silently nodded. Normally, I'd want to practice and try to learn to better control my abilities, but it would be smarter to wait and see if the case had ended first.
よし。とりあえずしばらくは慎重に行動するってことで。
Alright, for now we'll just be careful.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Oh, we know who that is.
And just as we finished, we heard the sound of someone pounding the wall in the corner again.
たくまたか。おい、カズキ。
Shh. Again? Hey, Kazuki, are you gonna contribute to the story? She was so busy with ESO2, she couldn't hear us again.
尾上。
On the way?
オッケー。
Oh, there we go again. Oh, the arcade. Okay.
Sarika nodded, went over to Kazuki, and took off her headphones.
おーい、花ちゃん。壁殴っちゃダメだってタクが。
Hey, Hana-chan. Taka says no pounding the wall.
先輩、その人は。
Senpai? Who's that?
Oh, just a literal background character who literally does nothing throughout the entire story, although presumably she will in her own route.
ああ、有村は面識なかったっけ？和樹花1年。うちの部員だよ。
Huh? Oh, I guess you never saw her before. Can't blame you. Kazuki Hana. She's a first-year student and a member of our club.
へえ、さっきまでそこにいるって全然気づかなかった。
Whoa! I didn't even realize she was there.
Yes, that's to be expected. Arimura walked over to her.
チャオっす。
Ciao!
Kazuki bowed her head.
私、有村ひなえ。ひなちゃんとか、ひな先輩って呼んで。あなたは、花でいいよね。
I'm Arimura Hinae. Call me Hina-chan or even Hina-senpai if you want. I can call you, Hana, right?
She bowed again.
ごめん、声に出してもらえる？
Sorry, but can you say that out loud for me?
ああ、ダメだよ、ひなちゃん。はなちゃんは喋んないから。
No, Hina-chan. Hana-chan doesn't talk. I just realized, like, we have Hana-chan and Hina-chan. Getting, very close names here.
そうなの？なんで？宗教上の理由とか？
She doesn't? Why? Religious reasons or something? This is the first time we'd actually gone into her character.
理由は知らないけど、喋らないんだよね。ねえ。
I don't know why, but she doesn't talk. Right?
She bowed.
一言も？
Not a word.
一言も。
Not a word.
そうなんだ。ま、それはそれでいっか。楽だし。じゃあそういうことで。
I see. I guess that's fine. It makes things easier. So...
お近づきの印に、シェイクハンド。
Since we're friends now, let's shake hands!
Kazuki was still hesitant, but Arimura grabbed her hand and swung it around. That was probably her version of a handshake. What surprised me was that Kazuki didn't seem upset. I thought that she'd resist Arimura's attempt to force them to be friends, but she seemed kind of embarrassed. But then something happened that completely shattered my wildest expectations.
これからもよろしくね、花。
Nice to meet you, Hana.
As Arimura swung her arm around,
What?
my god. Okay, I would not. What? Wow. What? Really? Really, really? Wow. Oh god, I gotta come up with a voice for her now. I hadn't had to before because she never freaking said anything. Nice to meet you, maybe. Huh?
おい今のって
Hey, was that? Kazuki talked? Kazuki talked?
Hana-chan talked?
The whole room shouted in amazement. What is this? You've upset the natural order. Everything's going haywire. We'd known Hana for about 6 months. This was the first time we've ever heard her voice. But Hana herself seems more surprised than anyone. Felt like she didn't intend to speak, but had just been caught up in Arimura's energy.
Hello, Karuma. Welcome to the stream.
Nanda, kawaii koi shiteru jan. Motto shabereba ii no ni.
Wow, you have a cute voice. You should talk more. Back to saying nothing.
もう一回喋って。せーの。はい。
Come on, say something else. Ready, go!
いいじゃんいいじゃん。ちょっとだけでいいからさ。
Come on, you can do it. Just a little. It doesn't have to be a lot.
She wasn't going to say anything else, it seemed. Well, that's one miracle for the day.
あのカズキが
I can't believe that Kazuki would...
本当に喋れたんだね。
She really can talk. Huh.
何よりも恐ろしいのは有村のテンションだな。
It's Harimura's energy that scares me most of all. Everything we talked about that day seemed pretty important. But it was all blown away by our shock at Kazuki actually speaking.
終わった終わった。
We're done, yes.
なあ、帰りどっか寄ってこうぜ。
Hey, let's go someplace on the way back. Three days had passed since the attack by Hidoriko. There had been no new events with the case, so we just fast-forwarded through time. The police were probably still investigating Hidoriko. They hadn't announced anything else. There must have been some kind of censorship in effect, because the TV shows had mostly stopped talking about it. The only people who were still talking about it were online. The wrong-siders at school seem to have forgotten that a murder occurred in this very building. Ah.
なーに
No,
ため息が
no.
ついて。
Ah, jeez. What's wrong? Why the sigh?
Caruso was looking down over me. Her injury from the other day still hadn't fully healed.
That's right. I really want to learn about that. I wonder if we're going to learn about, like, what was the deal with that on her route? Was it literally just some rando? Like, that stabbed her? Or was it, like, part of the overall mystery?
But Dad had told her that she'd be able to go back to school, and so today she had.
別に何でもないよ。
It's nothing, really.
そんなこと言って、どうせまた何か事件が起こればいいって考えてるんでしょう。
Yeah, right. You're probably hoping that something else happens with the case, aren't you?
別に考えてないってそんなことは。
I'm not. No. Maybe.
いいタクル、あなた命を狙われたのよ。いくら犯人は捕まってるとはいえ、まだ安心はできないのよ。
Listen, Takuru. You were almost killed. Even if they caught the woman, you're still in danger.
それにあの時うなずいてくれたわよね。別に特別な事件を追っていなくても楽しいことはあるって。そのことを忘れないで。
And you agree that even if you're not going after the case, you could still have fun, right? Don't forget that. We had that whole talk. When I was in the bed and I was stabbed and you were feeling very sorry, you were feeling very guilty. What happened to all of that? What happened to all of that?
Well, I mean, you know, solving mysteries.
Taku.
わかってるって。
I know that.
本当に分かってるの？だったらもう。
Do you really? Then
うるさいな。さっきから分かってるって言ってるだろ。そう何度も何度も同じこと言わなくったって子供じゃないんだからさ。
Shut up. I just said that I know. You don't have to keep saying the same thing over and over. I'm not a kid. Knowing Caruso, I was ready for her to be even more annoying, but
そうね。ごめんなさい。
you're right. I'm sorry.
huh? I wasn't sure how to react to that.
そうよね。タクルだってちゃんと考えて行動しているんだものね。私が言い過ぎたわ。ごめんなさい。
Wow. Huh. That's unusual behavior for her. You're right. You're doing what you're doing for a reason. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
But でも、くれぐれも危険なことはしないでほしいの。お願い。
Just don't do anything dangerous. Please. And I wonder if in Nono's route he will actually listen to Nono, like actually do what he says when he talks to her, because in all the other routes and every other time, Light Arimura, welcome to the stream. He never ever listens, like does what he promises Nono. It's like it's a complete running gag almost that every time he promises Nono something or says he tells her he's gonna do something, he immediately breaks his promise. And like I do wonder if on her route he will finally actually do what she says.
I know. Caruso smiled weakly, took her bag, and left the room. What was that? That really threw me off.
Taku?
I ran into Serica when I left the classroom. Actually, she was probably waiting for me.
一緒に帰ろうかなって思って。
Oh my god! I wanted to see if you want to go home together. Taku?
I didn't really say anything, but Serica started walking next to me anyway.
Yes!
見てたよ、さっきの。
You saw what just happened.
クルスのことか。
You mean with Caruso?
ダメじゃん。のんちゃん病み上がりなんだからさ、優しくしてあげなきゃ。
You shouldn't treat her like that. Monchan's still recovering. You need to be nice.
Well, I'm not at that point in the story yet where I'm nice. Right now, I'm currently a jerk. Some horrible things have to happen before I become nice.
そんなつもりじゃ。
I didn't mean to... Yes, I really didn't mean to hurt her. But Carusa always had to be right no matter what. She'd been like that ever since we lived together at Albadorm. And sometimes it just got frustrating to deal with someone who was always right. After I'd made my promise with Caruso, I was still watching the news and looking online, but I'd been trying to do my best to avoid doing anything else. For the past few days, I'd been staying quiet. I'd even cancelled the club meeting for today, and I was trying my best not to think about how bored I was. But the way she said those things, it still made me out to be the bad guy. Oh, Serica, did you get all those thoughts?
I sure did.
お、どうしたの？
Huh? What's wrong?
忘れ物。
I forgot something. I've been thinking so much I've gotten distracted.
悪い。ちょっと取ってくるから先に帰っててくれ。
No! Fuck.
Sorry, I've got to go back and get it. Go home without me.
ああ、オッケー。
Fuck! Oh, sure. Okay. Damn it.
I've been spacing out lately. Maybe I was just too bored.
あったあった。
Oh, here it is. Even if I got in a fight with Caruso, I still couldn't believe I'd forgotten my Pokecom.
Yep, this is the Hinae Route.
Hmm?
Oh, there's Hinae. Yep. Knew it. Yep. Just Hinae. Yep.
Just as I grabbed my Pokecom and went to leave, I saw a familiar pair of blonde twin tails bobbing up and down the hallway. Arimura. She was cheerfully walking down the hallway with a group of several other girls. Were they classmates or friends from a club? It's the same group of girls I've seen before.
てかさ、この前はるかが井上と歩いてるとこ見たんだけど。
Anyway, so, I saw Haruka walking with Inoue a while ago. Like, what the hell's up with that? Like, yeah, for sure.
嘘。何それマジ？はるかって白井くんと仲いいんじゃなかったの？
No way! You're kidding me. I thought she was close with Shirai-kun.
ちょっとひな、いつの話してんの？白井くんの後に森本くんといろいろあったじゃん。
Wait, Hannah, that was forever ago. After Shirai-kun, there was all that stuff with Morimoto-kun, for sure.
嘘知らない。何それ聞いてないんだけど。
No way! I had no idea! Nobody told me about this!
まあ、ひなはいろいろ忙しそうだったじゃん。
Well, you totally seem to have got a whole lot going on at the time.
うわー、ショックだわ。
Wow, that's a real shock.
てかさ、私もそうやって男子にモテる方法教えてほしいわ。
Anyway, I wish you'd tell me how to be popular with guys like that.
私は別に望んでやってるわけじゃないし。
I'm not doing it because I, want to.
知ってるって、あれは白井の方も悪かったって話じゃん。
I knew that. We all agreed that it was Shirai's fault, right? For sure.
そうそう。はるかがいい子だってことはうちらがよくわかってるから。よし。
That's right. We all know you're a good girl, Haruka. There.
そっか。世の中いろいろ動いてますな。
Wow. A lot's going on in the world, huh?
やめてよ。ババアじゃないんだから。
Stop it. You sound like an old woman. For sure.
いや、私はもう若い人たちにはついていきませんよ。
Nah, I can't keep up with you youngsters these days.
何それウケる。
What? That's totally hilarious.
ところでさ、いいの時間。
Anyway, how are you for time?
やばー、本当だ。てか、ひなは行かないの？
Oh crap, you're right. Wait, you're not coming, Hina?
私はほら、年だから。 あとは若い人に任せて。
I'm too old for this shit. I'll let you young people handle it.
だからそれやめてって
Huh? Cut it out!
じゃあまた
Like, anyway, see you!
オッケー。ありがとうらっしゃ
She stole Serica's thing. Okay, adios gracias. I do.
Evidently, Arimura wasn't going with the rest of the group. She watched them disappear down the hallway, laughing and chattering as they went, and then... she sighed loudly. And then, as if she really was an old woman, she lazily put her hand on her shoulder and stretched her neck out. And then...
Oh.
Oh.
Our eyes met.
チャオス、宮代先輩。
Ciao, Miyashiro senpai.
おおう
Hi.
もしかして今の見てました？
Did you see that?
今のってのはさっきの会話のことを言ってるのか、それともだるそうな態度のことか、どっちだ？
Do you mean the conversation you just had, or how lazy you looked just a second ago?
あっちゃー、まさか両方見られていたとは。失敗失敗。
Whoops! You saw both, huh? That was a screw up.
She slapped a hand to her forehead like a bad comedian and smiled.
そのどうして行かないんだよ。
Okay, now I think this time we're gonna learn more about like her family situation.
Why don't you go with them?
嫌だな。先輩ならわかるでしょ。
Jeez, you should be able to guess of all people.
めんどくさいからですよ。
It's a pain in the ass.
Her happy tone vanished and she seemed genuinely annoyed.
みんな口先だけの上辺ばっかり。思ってもないこと言って楽しいふりして、ちょっとでも違うこと言えばそれだけで次からは仲間外れ。
They're all shallow. They say things they don't mean. They pretend to have fun. You disagree about the slightest thing, and the next time you're out of the group.
さっきのはるかって子は男子を特会引っかえ、特に人の彼氏が好きですぐちょっかい出しては別れさせて、そのくせ人のものじゃなくなった途端に飽きてすぐにポイ。
That Haruka girl you just saw goes from one boy to another. She especially likes taking other people's boyfriends. She makes them break up, and then as soon as they do, she gets bored and dumps the guy.
Well, I didn't know the plot of Mean Girls was playing out in our very school right under my nose.
他の子はみんなそれにムカついてるくせに調子合わせて笑ってる。
Everyone else is pissed off at her, but they're all just playing along and laughing.
リエにしてもマキにしてもそう。はるかのこといい子だとか言いながら、心の中ではそんなことこれっぽっちも思ってない。
It's the same with Rie and Maki. They both said she was a good girl, but neither of them believe it. And she would know because of her power.
なのに顔では笑って適当に話し合わせて、薄っぺらい友情ごっこに興じてる。
But they just smile and play along, and pretend to be friends.
ほんとバカみたいだし気持ち悪い。
It's ridiculous, and it makes me sick.
あんな奴らと放課後まで一緒に過ごすなんて、考えただけで吐き気がする。
Just the idea of hanging out with them after school, too, makes me want to throw up.
I'd heard Arimura talk like this several times before. Sometimes it had been directed at me. But it felt like she was more emotional now than she'd ever been before. Everybody told a lie or two. But if you didn't know when other people were lying, it was still possible to trust them. But once you knew when they were lying, once you knew what they were thinking under their smiles, could you still trust them like you did before? I didn't think I could. Maybe knowing if what you were told was true or not was a lot more painful than we thought it was. I remember what Arimura had written for her wish during the school festival. Please let the truth be found. That tiny wish was a cry from her soul.
でも
But
Her voice was a whisper.
でも一番嫌いなのはそんな人たちの中で笑顔を浮かべてる自分。
I hate myself most of all for hanging out with them anyway.
有村
Arimura.
なんてね。
Just kidding!
She tried to go back to her usual self and give me a mischievous wink, but she must have realized that it didn't work. She scratched her head, looking awkward.
やだな、もうそんな顔しないでくださいよ。こっちが困っちゃうじゃないっすか。
Ah, jeez. Don't make that face. I don't know how to deal with it.
なあ一つ聞いてもいいか
Hey, can I ask you something?
なんです？
What?
なんで僕にそんな話を
Why are you telling me this?
え？
Huh?
僕と君はまだ知り合ったばかりだろついこの前まではまともに話したってできなかったそんな僕にどうしてそんな話を聞かせるんだ
You and I just met. Until a little while ago, we could barely even talk. So, why are you telling me this?
なんででしょう。
I'm not sure.
僕が君と同じギガロマニアックスだからか
Because I'm a gigalomaniac just like you.
そうっすね。まあそれもあるかもしれないですけど。
Well, that's probably part of it, but
けど
But
多分先輩が分かりやすいからじゃないっすかね。
that is definitely true. It's probably because you're so easy to figure out.
わかりやすい僕が
I'm easy to figure out.
宮代先輩って感情がすぐに表に出るでしょ。嘘ついたらすぐにテンパるし。
You're a chief who can't hide what they're feeling, you know? When you lie, you start to get all flustered. You're like, oh, my word.
Do I really do that?
Yes.
バカ言うな僕は常にポーカーフェイスな男だぞそんなわけあるはずがないだろ
Don't be stupid. I've got my poker face on at all times. That's impossible. Oh dear, I really do that.
ほら、そうやって慌てる。
See? Just like that.
Ah,
違う今のはただ
no, that was just practice to fool you. Doing it again. Yes.
ほうほう。ただ、なんです？
Ooh, it was just what?
Ah. It felt like the more I tried to respond, the more I was digging my own grave.
あ、いた。おーい、タク。
There he is. Hey, Taku!
Serica came back. She must not have gone home after all.
尾上あなんだよお前も忘れ物か
Oh boy, we are gonna get like some kind of rivalry shit here.
Hinae, what's up? Did you forget something too?
もう違うよ。タクが遅いから様子見に戻ってきたんじゃん。
No, that's not right. You were taking so long that I decided to come check on you.
Serica came running up to me, her cheeks puffing in and out as she gasped for air.
先に帰ってろって言っただろ。
I told you to go home without me.
それはそうだけどさ、ほらタク、今朝言ってたでしょ、そろそろスマホ買わないとって。もし行くなら一緒に行こうと思って。
Yeah, we'll get to see this, maybe. True, but remember what you said this morning? You needed a new smartphone. I figured if you were gonna get one, I should come too.
Come to think of it, I never did find my phone. According to Shinjo-san, that Yamazoe girl had left it alone.
I wonder if they're going to even meet Uki at all in this route. Maybe not.
As for the photo, it was sad, but if it wasn't coming back, there was nothing I could do about it. I talked to Serika this morning about how I needed to get a new one, but...
あ、ひなちゃんだ。
Huh? Oh, it's Hina-chan.
You just noticed her?
チャオスセリ。
Ciao, Siri.
チャオス。ひなちゃんも行く？スマホ買いに。
Ciao. Oh, Hina-chan, you wanna come too? I'm getting a new smartphone.
おいおい、何勝手に今日行くことにしてるんだよ。
Hey, who said we're going today?
お？違うの？
Huh? We're not?
Well, whatever.
私は遠慮しとく。友達に会っちゃったら気まずいし。
Ooh, I'll pass. It would be awkward if I ran into my friends.
そう？よくわかんないけど、残念。
Yeah, I'm not sure if I follow, but that's too bad.
そんじゃ、私はこれでドローンします。アディオスグラッシャー。
All right, I'm off. Adios, gracias. See you.
This time she posed like a businessman ninja from an old manga, and then skipped off towards home.
What's a businessman ninja? What the hell? That's gotta be something specific that I don't know.
なあ、お前。
Hey, Onoe?
お？
Huh?
僕ってわかりやすいか？
Am I easy to figure out?
Yeah?
She doesn't hesitate for a second.
どうしたの？タク、落ち込んじゃって。
Oh, what's wrong, Taku? You look down.
なんでもないよ。
It's nothing. I'd always considered myself inscrutable and mysterious. So, that was a bit of a shock.
それにしても、ひなちゃんって面白いね。
Anyway, Hina-chan's so much fun, isn't she?
そうか？
Is she?
タクだって楽しそうに話してたじゃん。
You were having fun talking to her.
Fun? Me? Talking to Arimura? Sure, that whole "you're going to be killed" thing when we first met scared the shit out of me. But when I actually talked to her, I found out that she wasn't scary at all. I was never really good at dealing with normies. In the common sense of the word, mind you. Not the superior original sense. But Arimura felt different than the others. Part of it that she was a gigalomaniac too. But the biggest reason was probably that she was always keeping a distance from other people.
Yeah, I know they met Uki formally, but like, I wonder if they're like ever gonna talk to her again, like, or even like see her.
She kept a comfortable distance to avoid making anybody upset. She'd learned how to do it through long practice. And in that sense,
楽しいというか、まあ嫌じゃないのかもな。
it's fun. Or, well, I don't mind it, I guess.
そっかそっか。
Huh? I see, I see.
なんだよ。だからなんで嬉しそうなんだ？
What? Why do you look so happy?
別になんでもない。それよりスマホを買いに行かないの？
No reason. Serica, what are you thinking? Are you gonna try to kill her? No. Anyway, are we gonna go get that phone?
やっぱ今日はやめておくことにする。
No, I think I'll pass for today.
Oh, come on, Taku.
そうなの？なんだ。じゃあ先に帰ってればよかった。
Yeah? I should have just gone home then.
だからそう言っただろ。
That's what I told you to do. There still might be a lot of sumo stickers in town. I should stay put for a while.
つまんない。じゃあのんちゃんでも誘って会期祝いに甘いものでも食べに行こっかな。
That sucks. You're going to be non-channel eat some sweets then.
そうしてやってくれ。クルスも喜ぶだろ。
Do that. I'm sure it would make Caruso happy.
オッケー。じゃあまたね、タク。
Okay. See you, Taku.
ああ。
Right. Now then, maybe I should go home and read the latest edition of Cool Cat Press, which Gensan brought me yesterday.
2005. Oh. Oh, yep. Hinae's passed. With her brother. Smiles. There were always smiles in Arimuru's family back then.
ほらひな、口の周りにクリームついてるぞ。
Look, Hina, you got some cream stuck on your lips.
嘘。お兄ちゃん取って。
Oh, no, get it off, big bro.
しょうがないな。ほら、取れたぞ。
Fine, fine. There, got it.
ありがとう、お兄ちゃん。
Thanks, big bro.
ひなえは本当にお兄ちゃん子だな。
You really do love your big brother, don't you?
そうね。でも慎吾ちゃんがひなちゃんの面倒を見てくれるから助かるわ。
That's right. But it's always such a big help to have Shingo-chan take care of Hina-chan.
これからもひなえのこと頼んだぞ。慎吾。
Keep it up, Shingo.
Their mother and father were both busy with work. Sometimes they'd have to sleep at the company and they didn't spend a lot of time at home. But when they were with the family, they always smiled. And Hinae had a big brother, too. Just having her brother by her side was enough for her not to feel lonely. She could and did believe that she was part of a happy family. For young Hinae, that was her whole family. That was what was true for her. One day, Hinae was bullied a little at school. It started with something small. Someone said that they lost a basketball game in gym class because of her. Hinae was a tiny little girl, and the big ball scared her. When they passed her, she ducked away. When her brother Shingo saw she was down, he immediately asked her,
どうした？もしかしていじめられてるのか？
What's wrong? Is someone bullying you?
Hinae shook her head.
違うよ。いじめられてなんかない。
No, I'm not being bullied. She was embarrassed. She didn't want her family to know that someone was mad at her for something. So that was why in that moment she lied. But her brother had known immediately that she wasn't telling the truth.
ひなえ、嘘はダメだぞ。嘘だけはついちゃいけないんだ。そんな卑怯な人間になっちゃいけない。
Oh boy, this is how she gets her power. Dang.
Hinae, lying is wrong. Whatever you do, don't tell lies. I don't want you turning into that kind of coward. It was the first time she'd ever seen her brother look so strict. Her brother hated lies more than anyone. She'd been so impressed by her beloved brother that she'd sworn herself that she'd never tell a lie.
Oh, that's right. Oh, why am I talking in the Taku voice? God damn it. She couldn't grow up to be a... I'm too used to narrating in his voice. She couldn't grow up to be a coward. She wasn't going to tell any lies.
本当はね、私
Actually, Hinae told her brother everything. That she'd been bullied at school. That it was over something that had happened at gym class.
だったら兄ちゃんと練習しようか。
Want to practice with me then?
いいの
Can I?
当たり前だろ。上手くなればきっとみんなも怒ったりしなくなる。
Sure, if you get good, nobody will be mad anymore.
Oh, your stream was delayed. I was wondering, like, that was like, Oh, man. That just gets me thinking of, like, what's going to be in the true ending. Sarika's going to be able to have her very own desires for the first time ever. I wonder what that's going to be. God, I wonder what that's going to be like. My God. But it's Hinae time now. With her brother's help, Hinae got over her fear. And the bullying stopped and her friends came back. She came to love her brother even more. Is the brother gonna die in the earthquake, or... But one day... Hinae realized that all her happiness was nothing but an illusion. It started when she witnessed her parents cheating. Oh, God.
4 days had passed since we'd been attacked by Hidoriko. But there had been no developments in the case.
で、どうする？
So what do we do?
Oi, 聞いてんのかよ、宮代。
Hey, are you listening, Miyashiro?
聞いてるよ。これからの新聞部の方向性だろう。
I'm listening. We're talking about the newspaper club's next move, right?
Jesus Christ, Void Dweller, I am so sorry.
Takun, 分かってんならそう言えよ。ボケーっと窓の外なんか見て、気の抜けたあくびしやがって。
Sheesh, if you're listening, then say something. You're just staring out the window and yawning like you're bored. That's because I really was bored. It had been a month and a half since the Don't Look case, so much had happened, and then everything had suddenly ground to a halt. I wasn't sure how to handle all this peace and quiet. Part of me was hoping that there'd been some new development, and part of me was thinking that maybe it was just how it was going to come to an end.
まあ、女帝との約束もあんだろうし、しょうがないっちゃしょうがないんだろうけどさ。
I'm okay, like, wait, were you talking to me, or...?
Well, you got your promise with the Empress. Maybe there's not much you can do about it.
別にそういうんじゃないよ。ただ何も起きなければ動きようがないってだけだ。
That's not it. It's just that with nothing happening, there's nothing we can do. In fact, the whole madness with the sumo stickers was starting to recede as well. According to Serica, all the stickers that have been...
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, Light. Yeah.
According to Serica, all the stickers that had been covering the city yesterday had been removed when she'd gone into town yesterday. Oh, what a startling coincidence that was. Oh well. The government must have taken them down or something. Since just seeing them was enough to make me sick, I was pretty glad, but... That's... I looked down at the window and saw an unusual pair of people.
どうした？
What's up?
いや、
Nothing.
Who's he seeing? Oh!
なんだ、有村に和樹か。
Oh, it's Arimura and Kazuki.
珍しい組み合わせだなと思ってさ。
I was just thinking that them being together is pretty unusual.
I want to see more about them. I really, that's such an, I was not expecting like a development between, to happen with Kazuki. I guess this is a good reason why to play this right before the Kazuki route, because we're getting a little bit of Kazuki lore here. So that's pretty cool.
I was just thinking that them being together is pretty unusual.
確かにな。でもこの前のことあっただろう。ほら、有村の勢いに思わず和樹がって。
Yeah, that's true. But you remember what happened, right? Where Arimura got Kazuki to actually... When Kazuki had talked, huh?
そういや、あれはさすがの僕も驚いたな。なんだって初めてのことだったから。
You know, that surprised me too. It had never happened before, after all.
Maybe they could even get together after the true ending. That would be cool. Like, they could, like, in the true ending, they could totally still get to know each other. Because they were, like, the only two survivors, really. Aside from Uki.
だな。今まで笑い声は聞いたことあっても、喋ってるところなんて聞いたことなかったし。
I think I forgot to read that line, actually.
You know, that surprised me too. It had never happened before, after all. Yeah, I've heard her laugh, but I've never heard her talk before that. Arimura and Kazuki were talking happily.
They were talking, really? Oh, okay. I see.
But from here, I couldn't hear what they were saying. And from the look of it, Arimura was doing all the talking, and Kazuki was just shaking and nodding her head. But she didn't seem upset or bothered at all.
そういや最近仲いいじゃないか。有村と。
Come to think of it, you've been getting along well with Arimura lately too.
Huh?
Huh? What's he talking about?
とぼけんなって。この前も放課後に二人で楽しそうにしてたって聞いたぞ。
Don't try to fool me. I heard you two were having a great time talking to each other after school. Serica must have told him. God, where does she get these ideas?
別に特別仲がいいってわけじゃない。ただ有村はほら、言ってみれば同類みたいなもんだろ。だからそれなりに話したってする。その程度だ。
We're not really friends. Arimura's just she's kind of the same as me, you know? So we get along well, that's all there is to it.
You two are not really that much alike. You're only alike as Gigalomaniacs. Like, everything else, you guys are pretty different. But you get along.
なんだよそれ。もったいねえな。
What? That's a total waste! Seriously, come on, some shipping is needed here.
もったいないって何がだよ。
What do you mean it's a waste?
知らねえの。有村ってあいつ結構人気あんだぜ。
Don't you know? Armor is actually pretty popular.
人気？人気って要するに男子の間でってことか。
Popular? You mean guys like her?
だってほら見ろよ。見てくれだってまあそこそこレベル高えし、誰とでも明るく接するタイプじゃん。
Well, yeah, just look at her. She's pretty cute and she's the type of person who can get along with anybody.
それはあいつの能力が。
That's only because of her power.
そんなのはどうだっていいんだって。みんな知らねえんだからさ。要は受け取る方がどう受け取るかってことだろ。
Well, that doesn't matter. Nobody knows about it. What matters is how they see it. I suppose that makes sense. Armor is just trying to avoid making enemies, but on the other hand, that also means she has to make friends.
にしても、お前ほんとそういうの疎いよな。それでよく人のこと情弱だなんだ言うぜ。まったく。
You really are dense about this stuff, though. Nay, you're the one calling other people wrong-siders. Jeez Louise.
あのナイト、勘違いしているようだから一席ぶってやろうか。
Listen, Ito, since you seem to be misunderstanding this, I'll give you a lecture.
言っておくけど、誰かが人気だとか、誰と誰が付き合ってるとか、そうした情報なんて、この壁氷学園というほんの小さなコミュニティ内での些細でどうでもいい情報でしかない。
Just so we're clear, who's popular and who's dating who are minor pieces of information that are only valuable within the small community of Hekio Academy.
そんなこと知っていたところで真の状況とは言えないし、ましてや物事の真実を見極めるような大舞台は待っていないぞ。せいぜいがギャルゲーの中での親友ポジション止まりだ。
Oh god! I was not expecting that! Oh my god! Taco is so funny! He was so funny! Like, both intentionally and unintentionally. He is very funny.
Knowing those facts doesn't make you a true right-sider, and it certainly doesn't give you the ability to determine larger truths. All it does is make you the best friend in a visual novel. Ah!
God. Oh my god, that's incredible!
ギャルゲーの親友キャラだって。
Who are you calling the best friend in a visual novel?
さっきのお前の発言なんてそのもの。
What you just said is exactly what that kind of character always says. Trust me, I know I've read a lot of visual novels.
言われてみりゃ、確かにそんな発言だったような気がしてきた。
Come to think of it, you might be right. Oh god. Am I just gonna forever be alone? Just someone for the main character to bounce off of? Never truly getting a story arc? Just being there so the main character isn't the only male in the story? Aside from the villain? Oh god.
ほら、どうでもいいことで落ち込むな。授業始まるぞ。
Come on, don't let something that doesn't matter get you down. Class is starting. Ito looked really depressed for some reason. I tried to cheer him up, then looked back out the window. Arimura and Kazuki were gone.
タク、今日は部活あるの？
Taku, it's the club meeting today.
Serika came by as soon as class was over.
特に何をするってのもないけど、一応部室には行こうと思ってる。それにしてもお前早いな。
There's not much to do, but I was thinking of at least going to the club room. Anyway, you sure got here quick.
お？今日はなんか授業が早く終わったから。
Huh? Oh yeah, class ended early today.
まあいいや。それじゃあ部室に。
Well, whatever. Anyway, let's get going.
チャオース！
Ciao!
Now it was Arimura's turn to barge in. She opened the door as energetic as ever. At the same time, the whole class started to stir.
おい、あれ有村ひなえだろ？2年の。
Hey, that's Arimura Hinae from the second year class.
本当だ。俺、ああいう裏表なさそうな元気な子って好みなんだけど。
You're right, I love girls like her. She looks so happy all the time.
つうか、うちのクラスに何の用だ？
Wait, what's she doing in our class?
宮代先輩は、あ、いたいた。
Miyashiro senpai is... there you are.
Everyone was surprised to see her walk straight over to me.
はぁ？嘘マジで？
You're kidding me!
つうか、なんで宮代みたいなやつのとこに？
What's she doing with a guy like Miyashiro?
Up! Delusion time.
宮代先輩、チャオス！
We gotta save. Alright. Negative first. Miyashiro senpai, ciao!
Oh.
Hi. Yes, delusion driver. What Ito had been saying was evidently true. I could feel all the boys in the class glaring at me. It kind of made me feel superior.
あ、セリも来てたんだ。チャオス！
Oh, Sarah's here too. Ciao.
チャオス！
I always thought ciao meant goodbye in Italian. Does it mean both hello and goodbye? I always thought ciao meant goodbye. Ciao.
At some point, Serika had started copying Arimura's greeting.
ところで有村までどうしたんだよ、わざわざ。
So, what brings you here?
やだな。私がここに来る理由なんて一つしかないじゃないですか。
Oh, jeez. You know there's only one reason I would come here. Delusion time.
One reason.
先輩を。
To eat you, senpai. That's right. You see these fangs? I'm a fucking vampire.
Huh? Suddenly, Arimura's expression changed. No, it wasn't just her expression. Her voice, her whole personality.
なんだどうしたんだよ有村
What's going on? What just happened, Arimura?
何言ってるんですか、宮代先輩。もしかして気づいてなかったんですか。今この学校で生きているのは宮代先輩だけなんですよ。
You guys. What are you talking about, Miyashiro-senpai? Did you not notice? You're the only living person in this school.
What is she talking about? I'm the only living person in the school? That's impossible.
たく、お腹すいたよ。
Taku, I'm hungry.
タクルの柔らかい腹渡食べさせて
Let me eat your soft guts.
尾上それにクルスまでどうしたって
Oh, Hinae? Kurusu? What's gotten into you guys? It was only then that I realized that every person in the classroom was looking at me. No, they weren't people any longer. Their skin was the color of clay and hanging off their bodies.
They're all zombies.
There was no life in their clouded eyes. Some of them didn't even have eyes. Something white was dripping out of their empty sockets. When they fell to the floor, they wriggled. They were maggots. Maggots had fallen out of their eye sockets and landed on the floor. One took a step or two forward, and even that small impact was enough for his arm to snap off and fall to the floor. But the living dead didn't care. Slowly, one step at a time, they got closer to me. Some of them were dragging something rope-like behind them. I looked closer and saw that it was their intestines. They were dragging their guts along the floor as they walked.
Taku.
I was surrounded by an army of corpses.
This is a very random one, I gotta say. Takuru just thinking of some completely random shit right here. It's a kooky one. It's like a creepy in the sense of things being like fun creepy.
Their stench was enough to make me vomit on the spot.
Takuru.
I looked up and saw that Arimura and Kurusu were staring down at me with lifeless eyes.
Senpai.
I shoved my hands forward and felt something slippery in my palm. My hands had broken on the skin on Arimura's arms, revealing the yellow fat and rotting flesh beneath. Arimura stared at her ripped arm and slowly laughed.
That tickles. Senpai!
She opened her mouth wide and went for my neck. Ah,
there we go. Delusion over. What kind of crazy ass delusion was that?
Yes, like that would ever happen. Seriously, what the hell was I thinking?
先輩聞いてます？
Alright, now let's see for the real delusion. Let's see. I take it, Olga, this is not the cursed one you were talking about.
Delusion driver.
Oh.
Hi. Evidently true. Feel it. Okay, let's see. Yeah.
あ、セリも来てたんだ。チャオス。チャオス。
Ciao!
Serika started copying Arimure's greeting.
ところで有村までどうしたんだよわざわざ。
So, what brings you here?
やだな。私がここに来る理由なんて一つしかないじゃないですか。
The zombie one was pretty funny. That was pretty cute. Just so Taku like overreacting to things. Oh, jeez, you know there's like a reason I would come here.
One reason.
And positive.
タクル王子、お迎えに上がりました。
Oh, this is funny. Prince Takuru, I've come for you.
What?
王子
Prince?
Oh, this. Yeah, I love how Serica just takes Takuru's delusions in stride. I imagine she thinks it's cute or funny. Although it's just so sad every time I think of Serica in that like she like just has no choice. It feels it just, you know, now I just can't stop thinking. If she truly was able to think for herself, like what would she think? Like and like how does like her whole life seems to revolve around that making his wish come true. And I just can't wait. I am just dying to see what she'll be like, freed from that. If she even is, if it even worked, based on what we saw at the end of the common route. Anyway, here's some funny shit. Let's see.
What's she talking about?
やはり記憶をなくされてしまっているのですね。では仕方ありません。説明を。
I think it's like a freaking magical girl situation here. So it's true that you lost your memories then. I guess I'll have to explain.
説明なら私がするよ、タク。
I can explain, Taku.
おのえ
On a way.
実は今まで黙っていたけど、私たちは地球より360万光年離れたギガローマからやってきた宇宙人なんだよ。
It's the Haruhi delusion. Here we go. I've never told you this before. I'm actually an alien from the planet Gigaloma, 3.6 million light years away from Earth.
そしてタク、あなたも。
And Taku? So are you.
僕が宇宙人
Oh, wait. Yeah, or to love Rue, yeah.
I'm an alien?
そう。惑星ギガローマは6つの王国に分かれています。そのうち5つの国は女系国家。唯一男性がいる国がタクル王子、あなたの国なのです。
That's right. The planet Gigaloma is split into 6 kingdoms. 5 of them consist of only women, and the 6th, the only one with men, is yours, Prince Takuru.
クルスまで何言ってるんだ大丈夫か気は確かか
Kurusu? What are you talking about? Are you feeling okay? Have you gone nuts?
信じられないのも無理ないよね。でもこれは事実なんだよ。
I know you may find it hard to believe, but it's true. And now Mio's here for some reason.
Even Kurosato-san? Wait, That's not what Kunosato's personality is like. What's going on here? This delusion is entirely unrealistic.
私たちはね、それぞれの国のお姫様であなたの妃の座を射止めるために留学先であるこの国へとやってきたの。
We are all princesses from these countries, and we've all come here in hopes of becoming your queen.
けれどタクル王子、あなたはこの星へやってきた時にこの町で起きた地震に巻き込まれ記憶をなくしちゃってたんだよ。
But Prince Takuru, when you came to this planet, you were caught up in the earthquake that took place in the city and lost your memories.
ちょっと待て、唐突すぎてついていけないんだけど。
Just wait a second. I'm having trouble keeping up with the plot.
私たちはみんなあなたの記憶が戻るまで待っていたわ。けどそれももう限界。そろそろ相手を決めてもらわなきゃ。私たちの国がギガローマの星そのものが消滅してしまうかもしれないの。
We all decided to wait until you got your memories back. But no more. It's time for you to choose your bride. Our countries and the whole of planet Gigalome itself are in danger of destruction. Oh, it's a harem comedy. Basically.
タクル王子、私と結婚してほしいかも。
Ah, and there's Kazuki talking only in a delusion, except for the one time. Prince Takuru, I want you to marry me. Maybe.
カズキ、お前もか？
Kazuki! You too!
私だって結婚したいです。
You barely know her! I want to get married too!
山添まで？
Even Yamazoe!
分かっていただけましたか、タクル王子。分かったのなら私をあなたの将来のパートナーに、そしてその証に熱い口づけを。
Do you understand, Prince Takuru? If you understand, then choose me as your partner. And give me a passionate kiss as a sign of your love.
ちょっと待ってよ。のんちゃんだけ抜け駆けしてずるい。
Huh? Wait, no cutting in line, Nanchan. As you know, I was the first girl to meet him. And in a harem comedy, the first girl always wins. Always!
タクと一番仲いいのは私だもん。ねえタク、タクは私のこと選んでくれるよね。
Nobody's best friend with Taku. Right, Taku? You'll choose me. Right.
いや、ちょっと待って。選ぶも何も急すぎて何が何だか。
No, wait. This is all too sudden.
そんな、宮代先輩は私のことが好きなはずです。ね、宮代先輩。
That's not true. I know Miyashiro-senpai is in love with me. Isn't that right, Miyashiro-senpai? Shut up, Hinae. It's just your story arc. Of course, it seems like he's in love with you.
あ、いや。
No.
待って、その人は私のものなの。
Wait, he belongs to me.
そのキャラ違和感ひどすぎるんですけど。
That personality just does not fit you.
私のかも。
He's mine. Maybe.
いいえ、私のものです。
No, he's mine!
私のタクだもん。
Taku is mine!
私のです。
He's mine.
違うわ、私のよ。
No, he's mine.
私の
Mine.
私のだもん。
Mine.
私の。
Mine. Maybe.
私の。
I can't believe Uki is even in this delusion. He barely knows her at all in this route. Mine.
私の。
Mine.
待って、みんなもっと落ち着いて。
Wait, calm down, everyone. Everyone was looking at me.
誰を選ぶの
I wonder if this screen was ever used in like advertising or something. Who will you choose, Taku?
Ah, what do I do? How stupid.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever had that many characters on screen at the same time.
A prince? What the hell is wrong with me? I definitely watched the wrong anime. Seriously. I need to just snuggle up with... with Serika and watch more Yuri.
先輩、聞いてます？
Come to think of it, I need to see the latest episode of the magical revolution of the reincarnated princess and the genius young lady. That was a rather cool one. Serika?
Yeah, sure, Taku. Senpai, are you listening?
ここに来た理由だよな。
Huh? Oh, yes. I was asking what you were doing here.
例の件、なんか進展あったかなって。
I was wondering whether there'd been any news.
いや、特に進展といったものはないよ。
Huh? Oh, no, not really.
ありゃりゃ、そうっすか。残念。
Oh dear, I see. That's too bad.
あれ？でもタク、今から部室に行くんじゃないの？
Huh? But Taku, aren't you going to the club room now?
まあ、一応そのつもりだけど。
Yeah, I don't think Chaos Child has too much missed stuff in the neutral non-delusion stuff. I think only Chaos Head was like that, where we missed important dialogue due to picking one delusion or the other. Because it feels like in Chaos Child, the time kind of stops. Like in Chaos Head, like while Takumi was having delusions, like stuff was still happening in real time. But it feels like time is stopping when he's having a delusion here. Or at least the characters wait for him to say something before.
Well, I was planning on it.
じゃあ、ひなちゃんも一緒に行けばいいじゃん。
Why not invite Hina-chan then?
え？
Huh?
だってタク一人じゃつまんないでしょ？
You'll be bored by yourself, won't you?
一人って、尾上は来ないのか？
By myself. You're not coming on way?
私は休養があったのを思い出しちゃった。
Yeah, I just knew that I got somewhere to be, you know? Places to go, people to kill. I mean, talk to.
そっか。
I see.
ちなみにのんちゃんは生徒会の仕事で、しんちゃんも今日は用事があるって言ってたよ。
By the way, Non-chan's busy with the student council, and Shin-chan says he's got something to do today.
Come to think of it, the two of them had disappeared.
そういうわけだから、ひなちゃん、今日はタクのことお願いね。バイバイ。
So Hina-chan, take care of Taku for me today. Bye bye.
あ、セリ
Huh? Senri?
Serica left the room before anyone could stop her. What exactly was she trying to do? Only me and Arimura were left.
別に尾上の言うことは気にしなくていいぞ。
You don't have to worry about what Onoe said.
なんだよ。
What?
先輩、忘れてません？私の能力のこと。
Did you forget about my power, Senpai?
What is she talking about?
まあ、先輩も一人で部活ってのも寂しいでしょうし、しょうがない。付き合ってあげましょう。
Well, you'd probably be lonely in there by yourself. I guess I can come too.
おい、別に僕は寂しくなんてないし、付き合ってくれとも言っていない。
Hey, I wouldn't be lonely. I didn't ask you to come. Or do I actually think deep down I'll be lonely there by myself? No, but that's...
はいはい、わかりましたわかりました。それじゃ、レッツゴー。
Yeah, I get it. Okay, let's go!
Arimura wrapped her arm around mine and dragged me out of the classroom before I could protest any further. Admittedly, seeing the jealousy in the other boys' eyes made me feel kind of good.
あれ
Huh? When I got to the club room, I was surprised to see that someone was already there.
Was it Kazuki? Yep.
あれ、花、なんだ来てたんだ。
Oh, Hana, you're here.
Kazuki was playing her game like always. When she saw us, she nodded slightly. She sure does to level up in that exact spot in that forest.
何やってるの？また演出？
What are you up to? ESO2 again?
演出ってそんなに面白いの？
Is ESO2 really that fun?
そっか。だったら私も今度やってみよっかな。
I see. Maybe I'll give it a try sometime then. It's an MMO, so I hope you're prepared for grinding.
Hold on. There's no way. Kazuki smiled. I'd seen her laugh when she found something funny on the night we stayed over at the school festival, but I'd never seen her smile so happily before.
I love how close they're becoming. I wonder if we'll get more of this on Kazuki's route as well. We'll get her having a nice friendship with Hinae.
Not to mention she's been talking to Arimura yesterday too.
なあ、二人ともいつの間にそんなに仲良くなったんだ。
Hey, when did you two get so close?
いつって、先輩も知ってるでしょ？つい最近ですよ。話してみたら意外と馬があったっていうか、ねえ。
When? You know the answer to that, right? Just recently, we started talking and realized that we really got along, right? Wait, did you guys actually talk, or did... Or did you ask questions and she just went,
Maybe since Kozuki doesn't talk, it's easier for them to get along? Maybe they actually make a pretty good pair. My Yuri instincts are on fire! Ha ha!
それにしても普段どんな話をしてるんだ
So, what do you guys usually talk about?
別に普通ですよ。普通。学校であったこととか、プライベートのこととか、昔の話とか。
nothing special. Just things like what happens at school or private lives, our pasts.
It looked like Arimura's expression clouded over for a second.
まあいいじゃないですか。それより先輩、事件のこと。一応昨日の夜、例の刑事さんから連絡があったんですけど。
Well, does it really matter? Let's talk about the case. I got a call from that detective last night.
何か新しいことでも分かったのか
Did he find something new?
何にも進んでないっぽいです。ほんと警察って肝心な時に役に立たないですよね。
Nothing. The police are really useless when it counts, aren't they?
そっか
I see. From what Shinjo-sama told Arimura, the underground facility at H Tokyo General had totally disappeared. That in itself was a big development, but it also meant that all our clues were gone.
Where is Uki? Oh no. Did she get taken and moved somewhere else too? Oh no.
And then there was that Yamazoe Uki girl. They were looking after her at that freezer place where all she did was cry.
Okay, good. They got her. Okay, good.
They couldn't get any information on her or even get her to explain who she was. Since Arimura had brought it up, I was hoping there'd been some new development. I felt a little let down.
言っときますけど先輩。だからってまたいろいろと探り回ったりはしない方がいいですよ。それと例の能力ですけど、まさか使ったりしてませんよね。
But that doesn't mean it's a good idea to start looking around on your own, Senpai. And your power. You aren't using it, are you?
言われなくても大丈夫だって
You don't need to tell me that. Things were calming down and we hadn't been attacked since then. But that didn't mean the case was over.
ふむふむ。どうやら本当みたいですね。じゃあ、いい子いい子してあげます。
Huh. Looks like you're telling the truth. I'll give you a pat on the head.
I knocked Orimura's hand away.
やめろってこんなことで嘘ついたってしょうがないだろ
Stop it. There'd be no point in lying over something like this.
でも一応念を押しとかないと、これ以上知り合いがあんな目に遭うのは嫌ですからね。
Well, I figured I had to bring it up anyway. I don't want that happening to anyone else I know.
By that, she was probably referring to Kakita. She mentioned before that Kakita had been investigating the Gigamaniacs. He'd suspected that some huge organization was involved, but whether they were responsible for the crimes, or if it was all that Hidoriko person, I didn't know. Either way, it was probably not a good idea to do anything until I knew.
先輩、いい加減連絡手段なんとかした方がいいんじゃないですか？
Anyway, shouldn't you give us a way to get a hold of you?
今みたいな
Still doesn't have that cell
何かあ
phone.
った時に困るんですけど、ほら、今の私たちって一連卓勝みたいなもんじゃないですか。
Without a phone, if something happens, I won't be able to get a hold of you. We're in this together, right?
In this together, huh? We're all in this together. Do 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 do.
どうかしました？
Huh? What's wrong?
別に。でも、そうだな。確かにそのうち買わなきゃなとは思ってるよ。
Nothing. But yes, you're right. I do need to get one soon.
Ay, jeez, Coco. I got.
But yes, you're right, I do need to get one soon. I couldn't stay without a phone forever. Without one, I couldn't call for help if I needed it.
よし、じゃあ買いに行きましょう。日曜日に決まり。
Alright, time for a shopping trip. On Sunday it's settled. Are we finally gonna see Taka get a
何勝
phone?
手に決めてるんだよ。そもそもなんで日曜なんだ。
Huh? You just get to decide that? And why Sunday?
その方がいろいろ息抜きもできるし、楽しいでしょ？
I knew that's how it would work, Liz. Because it'll be a good way to relax and it'll be fun, right?
楽しいでしょって。もしかして一緒に来るつもりか。
Fun? Wait, are you coming too?
だって私もたまには息抜きに遊びたいし。
Well, I need to relax once in a while, you know?
それなら友達と遊びに行けばいいじゃないか。
Why not go with your friends then?
先輩が言ってる友達というのが私がよく一緒にいるクラスの子たちって言い
Well, they're
な
not
ら
really your
まっ
friends.
ぴらごめんです。
Hi. If by friends you mean the girls I hang out with all the time, then absolutely not.
なんで？
Why?
楽しくないんだもん。
It's not fun.
Yes, I suppose it probably isn't a lot of fun when you know that the friends you're talking to are lying to you. Wait a second.
それって裏を返せば僕とだったら楽しいってこ。
Does that mean when you're with me, you're having fun?
先輩は私の能力のこと分かってるじゃないですか。それだけでこっちも気分的に楽なんですよ。
Well, you know about my power. That actually makes things a lot easier for me.
That is true. I can't lie since I know she could tell when I'm doing it, and even if I do, I wouldn't be able to keep it up.
Yeah, I can't believe Takuru could actually... He figured this out. Yeah, seriously.
And that's exactly how I'm acting around her right now.
I know, right, Liz? Seriously.
That doesn't mean that she could have fun with anybody who knows about her. Doesn't that mean she can have fun with anybody who knows about her power?
だったらせっかくだし尾上も誘って。
Then why don't we invite Onaway? Suddenly I felt a light impact on the back of my head. Ow!
Kazuki did that.
I turned around and saw that Kazuki had given me a chop on the back of the head.
おい、いきなり何するんだ。
Hey! What was that for? Oh, so that's it.
分かったよ。和樹も連れてけって言うんだろ。
I get it. You want to come too, right, Kazuki?
Oh god!
Ow, ow, no, no, no.
Nope, he's still dense. He's still dense as a brick.
What's wrong with that?
尾上は誘うなってことか。
So you're telling me not to invite Ono?
じゃあ、クですか、伊藤。
Okay, maybe Caruso or Ito, or...
Uh-oh, he's gonna get slapped again.
Kazuki's raised fist landed straight on top of my head. Evidently, she didn't want me to invite anyone.
じゃ、そういうことで、日曜の正午にハチ公前で、アディオスグラッシャー。
I'll write that's that then. We'll meet in front of the Hachiko statue at noon on Sunday. Adios gracias! Woo!
有村
Arimura?
Kazuki bows.
Both Arimura and Kazuki had vanished before I had a chance to stop them. Sunday in front of the Hachiko statue. I don't really have any plans that day. I did want to see if the sumo stickers really were all gone too, so I didn't mind going. But shopping? Just the two of us? That sounds like a date!
デート
A date? Could it be?
All right. Oh wait, we're having a scene here when he's at the base. Okay, you guys. I think with that, whew, we can say it's time to stop for today. And next time, Takuru is going to be going on a date with Hinae. To finally, we're gonna see him by his phone, which we haven't seen in the main route. So yes, Erica really will grant whatever wish that will make Taku, like, you know, just aside from the main wish, she wants to grant his other wishes too, I guess, and is helping with this. And I really do want to learn more about Hina's past, so she'll probably tell him about that on the date. So until next time, you guys, I will say so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You're all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.